Yes.
Also, too, I see persons because I like a particular song or passage of scripture, big and broad on your windscreen, whether front or back or even on your
Obscuring.
glass. That too is tinting. That's an
Yes.
offense. We will ticket you. We will let you take them off. Another phenomenon I see where persons, they have tint already and they put a curtain cloth inside. You cannot see through the curtain cloth, and therefore the likelihood of you getting into an accident has increased drastically. We are saying it's unlawful, it's illegal, it's part of the tinting law. We are encouraging persons to stop that practice. Once you're discovered, we will ticket you. I take this
And you
opportunity.
will remove them
yes,
too?
remove them on the scene. If not, we'll have to impound the vehicle until the breach is corrected. So we do not want your vehicle in our compound unnecessarily. So we're saying to you, adhere to the law, adhere to the instruction given to you by the traffic warden, the island constable, and police
And the
officers.
police officers. Let me just interject 1 second, Superintendent David. If you are ticketed for a first offense, you will pay that particular amount of money. I think it's $150. If you have to be ticketed a second time for the same offense of tinting, you could be asked to pay $5,000 in the court, and your vehicle could be impounded by the police officer until you have removed the tints. So don't be stubborn, don't throw away good money, just use the 35% tint and you're good.
Indeed, indeed.
Yes.
And Inspector Edwards, one of our good prosecutors we have here, so she's talking from the prosecutorial section of the Royal St. Christopher Nevis Police Force.
Yes.
So we want everybody to just pay attention. Remember, St. Kitts and Nevis, SK, Sugar City, then we have Queen City. So we're sweet and we're queens, you know what I'm saying? So let us act in that manner. So when persons hear about us, they say, look, indeed, St. Kitts and Nevis, they are law-abiding citizens. Their laws are being adhered to by a good majority. Are all the only persons who will not be adhering to the laws because they cannot get convicted and they're not doing it are babies and elderly people locked into the house. So anybody else who moving about, we are saying to you, comply with the laws. Another aspect that I see as well, there are some persons, the truck drivers. The truck drivers. You're driving heavy equipment on the road. Some of you have trailers and going around some corners, as we call them, blind corners. You do not blow your horn. A motorist come around and you're right there. We are saying that is dangerous. You must warn people because guess what? For you to go around the corner,
You have to go on the other side of the
you have to
road.
go on the other side. So therefore, you're
Yes.
obstructing the passage. And because we do not want you or other persons to get seriously injured, we are saying to you, just do what is required of you.
Yes.
Also, number plates. I've seen number plates are not on some vehicles. Motorcycle guys, I have said to you guys, yes, you want to run away from us, but sometimes when you do that, you get yourself
In
caught
more
up.
things.
So we are saying to you, adhere. Put the license plates on, license the motorcycle, and keep both wheels on the road. The road is not a place for you to pop wheelie and jump over cars and all these things. Lobby government, get a piece of land, as they do with the jack strip in Nevis.
Yes.
Have a motor course here in St. Kitts where you can ride your bike. Nobody's
you
going to
want.
stop you. Once the license is given, you can do that. So we're saying to you, do that. So I said that and winding down on traffic offenses. Now,
Yes.
this one here is one that should be of concern to all of us, adults and parents alike. Juvenile delinquency. I've seen so many reports where parents are reporting their children for being rude to them, back-talking them. And imagine a child, her mother, her mother, he gonna call her the B word and the S word. What's wrong with these children? However,
I think we need to make sure that we have that word of correction.
exactly.
I think that we need to bring it back.
Exactly.
Some of our parents were too lenient on the children, and when we don't use the word of correction, then that is what they do to us.
Exactly. And I will say those persons who read the Bible a lot, it's a testimony that the word of God is being fulfilling. Because in the last days, these are some of the things
The things that you're
happening.
the same.
But I'm saying these children, they can be saved. Mommies, yes, daddy gone out of the house, but that doesn't mean say daddy dead. And daddy, you're done with mommy. Are you divorced, mommy? What's wrong with you? You have a child there, you have children there.
Still have responsibilities.
These are your responsibilities. And we're saying to you, I think Parliament should increase some of these penalties. Both mother and father, you neglect your parental responsibility. Yes, we have the what the home name again? New Horizon.
New Horizons.
But still, you're alive, you're working, and we're saying to you, accept your responsibility because no one sent you to get them. But we're glad that God gave you good children, and your job is to bring them up, train up the child the way she go in the Lord, and guess what?
As he grow old, never depart.
Will never depart, and it will make you feel good. So children, stop abuse your mother, stop abuse your father and want to fight with them. Obey the rules. You're still a child and don't want to play big man and big woman in the house. When you go to school as well, respect the teachers. Don't want to fight. Don't want to smoke. Yeah, we have kind of thing with marijuana right now, but no child supposed to smoke marijuana. No child supposed to eat marijuana edibles. Leave that for big people because the body can handle it. But your minds are still developing.
And it damages your brain.
Exactly. So violence could easily become part of you. Yes, some people say I get mellow, but your child, we don't know what a mellow might do to you.
That is
so we're
true.
saying to you, focus on the mission. And what is the mission? Go to school and get an education.
Definitely.
Be a loving and caring child to your parents. So juvenile delinquency, we would like to see that reduced drastically.
Okay.
We have a lot of good children out there.
Mm-hmm.
I have 2 grandchildren. One of them was here the other day. He got back.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one is here.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever they get me fun with them, sometimes yeah, the other guys are there, the joy of the man, you know.
Yeah.
So we have to let us enjoy our children now, and you, the children, enjoy your youthful age. We have seen so many young men and women, they come part of the criminal justice system, and sadly, some are not here with us today. Had they listened,
they get lost in it too.
Had they listened, they would have been here today.
Right. Okay, we'll take a short break now, and when we get back, we'll just have maybe just 2 more items because, as I said, we are short this morning. And for persons who would like to call in, you know the number, dial, and be a part of our conversation.
Meet the Johnson family, living a good life. How are they able to afford all this? By switching their mortgage to National. And you too can take advantage of this great offer. Yes, National Bank's Switch Mortgage will make your dreams a reality with the lowest interest rates guaranteed. You will have more disposable income than ever before. Imagine the possibilities. National Bank Switch Mortgage makes all the difference. Come home to National Bank and get your Switch Mortgage today. Limited time offer. Terms and conditions apply.
The specials at Domino's are hot, hot, hot for any occasion. Hot right out of the oven. 1 medium, 2 topping pizza, and 2 20-ounce Cokes, only $35. Free Coke with your lunch until 2 p.m. Small, 1 topping school child lunch special, only $14. 2 medium, 2 topping pizzas, and a 2-liter soda, only $69. 2 large, 2 topping pizzas, and a 2-liter soda, only $92. Oh, and the big one, baby. Free large pizza every Tuesday with your favorite 2 for Tuesday special. So, come on down or call and order now and experience our tasty oven-baked goodness. Domino's, the home of satisfaction.
Hot Wild, call Domino's now.
Welcome back to Policing with You. I am Inspector Shauna Francis Edwards, and I have Superintendent David with me.
Hello.
We're just bringing you up to date with some pertinent information pertaining to District A, that's Divisional A, and we mentioned about the Music Fest and White Sands and the successes that we had, and congratulate the patrons and the residents for following the traffic restrictions that were placed around these events. Talk about the parking around Bastille, indiscriminate parking, and some driving offences and juvenile delinquency. Now we'll just continue.
Yes.
With,
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. to avoid some of these juvenile delinquency activities, what we are saying as a police force, and I believe that the government organs that deal with children are saying the same thing. If parents separated for whatever reason, it does not give the other a license to ignore the child or the children.
True.
And you fathers, yes, some of us, well, I will exclude myself, but some men, some of us men, when we separate from a woman, she not supposed to go next man. She not supposed to marry again. She not supposed to have a boyfriend again. And he has,
Plenty.
that is selfish. Yes, when we go back to the scripture, a number of things are wrong, but we have to accept the facts. So, once you're separated, let the people them have their other partner, and you still be the father or the good mother that you are.
To
And
the
guess
child.
what? If you have 4 good persons caring for a child or children, what is that? Double portion
Double
of good.
portion.
But if you have 2 wayward and 2 good, you neutralize. But we expect the 2 good will overshadow the two wayward and bring them good. But we're saying whenever you are separated, it's not a time for war. Bang up man, bang up woman, bang children.
Yeah.
You're not going to put on the clothes I buy. No. We are saying to you, continue to be the loving parent you claim to be. Continue, and then we'll have children who be good citizens in our society and be model people, and they'll be able to boast. Even though my mom and dad separated, they still love me and they still love each other.
Yes.
But they could not have go back to how they were, and I love that because we are setting examples to our children that they too, if they go through that, they know how to.
They
address
know
it.
how to. Yes.
They know how to address it.
Right.
There's something else I want to bring that a number of people may not know of, but some are going through. It is parental abuse. What is that, JQ? It is where me and you can bang our mother and father because we walk out by, we're a big man too. You understand? We don't want to adhere to the rules in the house, so we are some bad word and some slap and so on them. Because we now come big and strong and they're getting weak and slow. We're saying to you that is wrong, and apart from it is wrong, it is also a sin.
Yes.
Because it said, another time mother and father, that their days may be long upon the face of the earth. And it said, comes with a promise. So
Yes.
if God promised us that, it means that if we do anything to harm them, something is wrong there. And go back to the juvenile delinquency when I talk about the
Yes,
parents.
the parent.
They talk about the father should not provoke the children to wrath. And that
Yes.
father mean mother too, so I mean adults, don't provoke them.
Parents, yes,
But
but
the
bring
word of
them
God
up
use
in the
father.
nurture
Yes.
and an admonition.
And that's how
of
we're
the
going to
Lord.
get children. So
Yes.
we're seeing where, imagine an adult child living in their mother and father house.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a clean the room because I don't like my house like that. And you ask some things and the mother, as a stranger will tell your mother. And
Yes.
you feel like that is right and you should be in the house still. When they tell you to leave, you don't want to go, you're threatening them.
Yep.
You should not be in the house. I am saying to all of you adult children who live with your parents, who threaten them, who beat them, it is wrong, and if they report you and your parent willing to go to court, we will take it where it's supposed to go and get and I hope that you be convicted. Parents, do not pull back. Throw them out of the house. They should not be there. As old people used to say, 2-man crab can't live in the same hole. You remember that, Jackie? 2-man crab can't live in the same hole. Yeah. How you got 2 kings in a throne? No, you got a king and a prince.
Right.
So we cannot have that. We're saying to you, we love our elderly, we love our parents, and we want you, the wayward children, to come back on the right path and stop abusing your parents. It is wrong.
Yes.
And we will prosecute you once those reports have come to us. Because we as police officers, we take care of the vulnerable. And guess what? One day, if you have children, you get older. And the word of God said these things will come back. So when you start to face yours, I hope you can bear it. So, take care of your parents' children. Don't abuse them. Mommy and daddy complain. Don't be ashamed. Just like our child could cry out for help from a parent or a big person,
Yes.
you too can cry out for help. It is important.
Right.
We shift to dogs. We have an issue where some people are saying I'm walking on the road or riding on my bike and dogs attack me. Okay, we have a call, so we yield to the caller.
Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, Lyndon and the young lady there.
Not hearing.
Yes, you can hear?
I'm not hearing you, caller. Hold a second while we check our microphones. Good morning, caller.
You hear me now?
Yes, I am. Thank you.
Okay. Hey, Mr. Lyndon, you hit the hammer on the nail. But you see what happened? A lot of parents became the child in the house when they were going to raise children to an age of walking stage. You want to be nice daddy and nice mommy to carry them home still.
Mm-hmm.
And then all the burden leave on you, the parents. So you became friendly with your children. Right? So that's when the children reach themselves that they tell themselves them is the boss in the house.
Mm-hmm.
You know? But thank God for me, I raised 5 children. And thank God, Lyndon, you're supposed to know me. I raised 5 children without a mother. The mother and me separate. And the mother went to foreign. And I raised them. And every one of them come to do something for themselves. 4 of them. 4 of them have their own mortgage. 1, and all 5 of them is parents. And Lyndon, I tell you, I feel proud of myself when my son tells me, Daddy, don't feel bad about yourself. Because what you have done for us, many parents saying do for their children. And there was husband and wife and mother and father. But you single-handedly, what you have done for us, you have done great for us. So thank you.
You're welcome, Carl.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
You have another call?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, please.
Good morning, caller.
Good program. I so appreciate that kind of thing, and I hope some of the parents, we parents, realize but we have some our parents have our grandchildren, the mother, the father, what the mother tell them, they don't talk to the grandfather. Whatever the grandfather tell them, they don't talk to the mother. These children now have to take their own response. The mother is supposed to be able to correct the child. But some of mother and fathers do like this, they didn't start thing, they just bow down everything and say, talk to you. Right? And I think that's bad. So we parents have to look after our children, grandchildren are supposed to respect the grandfather. I don't know if I'm all right. Thank you. Have a pleasant day.
Thank you for your input. All right. Yes, Mr. David.
Yes, so we have an issue in some areas where dogs are concerned.
Dogs come out.
GQ walking down the road and dog chasing the bite out of the van foot. Imagine that. So GQ, we're saying to the dog owners, right? They shouldn't have you running from the dogs. You go running for jogging, man, exercise. So we would like our dog owners. We know that people love the dogs and they care for them. Treat them good. Have them in the yard. The law says that they should be in the yard in cages or they're tied.
Yes.
And we know some people they treat them in a particular way, so they even have them in the house. They dress them down. But I'm talking about these big ones, right? That they don't care about anything,
and the pit bulls.
And then a farmer has his sheep or goat. There he go. He left 100 in the morning. He go back. Wait, what happened here?
50 gone.
That's what I'm saying. So we want persons, and when the dog attack persons, the lie saying that the veterinary can come in, the chief veterinary officer,
and put down the
dangerous dog and put it down.
Yes.
So we're saying
Definitely.
protect the dogs. I would like that. I know we have some shelters and so forth for dogs, but if persons can.
Yes, we have Bark Association.
We have another call. Okay, we have another call.
Good morning, caller.
Yes, good morning, Inspector, and good morning to Superintendent.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, good program. But while I'm here listening on some of the traffic laws that you all read out this morning and so on, I'm kind of wondering how many people are listening. I mean, that seems to be a problem to me because it seems like the listeners of ZIZ will be hearing these things. I mean, these things need to go out to me and a wider branch.
We do some PR work, so maybe we should involve that as well, or some of these areas in our PR work then.
I guess so, and
I think probably because the reason why I'm saying this, a lot of guys with the vehicles, they tend not to listen to the radio that much. They have in their own music and so on.
That is true.
And then the day pass and they probably feel like everything is alright. Now I'm here listening. I don't take very, very cautious of these things in terms of maybe parking. When I see, the officer coming, if I there waiting on somebody, I tend to move off.
Yes.
I don't wait until they tell me, So,
yes.
As I say, it's a good program. I don't really want to touch the issue of parenting and so on.
Okay.
But it's a good program, and what the superintendent is saying is so true. Okay, that's my input for today.
Okay,
Thank you very much.
No problem.
Okay, so we're saying to dog owners, take care of your dogs and make sure you think. And some crime tips: any suspicious activity, report. Anything happens, sometimes it's best for you to observe rather than get involved. We have another call.
Good morning, caller. And this is the final caller for our show. Yes. Good morning.
Good morning, officers. Carl Brown here. And good morning to Glissers home and abroad.
Good morning.
Officers, a big thing that a lot of people not taking very serious. When there are accidents, pieces are broken off of vehicles. And the vehicles are cleaned up and taken away, but all the debris from the different vehicles that are involved in those accidents are left in the road sometimes for weeks. No one come back to clean up the debris, and those are dangerous for people walking barefoot. They are dangerous to the other vehicles that have to pass that accident area on a daily and nightly basis. So I don't know if you all, and I think there's something in the law that the road are supposed to be clean for the traveling public and the traveling vehicles. So please to ask the persons when you all go to an accident to make sure that they cleaned up the debris from the different vehicles, not just the vehicles.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
The other thing, one last thing. I have a problem with this on a yearly basis and under all the governments. You all say that every vehicle on the road is supposed to license and insure. We need to license and insure bicycles. They cause a lot of accidents to human and vehicles. Who are paying when you find the bicycle and its rider are wrong? How is that going to settle me, who just bought my vehicle last month or even 2 years ago, and I have to license my vehicle on the road on a yearly basis, plus my personal license every 3 years, and then somebody just jump on a bike, bam, mash up my vehicle. How me and my insurance to do with that? So I am asking y'all, because in the 70s when I used to ride bike and 80s, bikes were licensed. We need to license them because the coverage just be too heavy on the other person who is licensed, and the bikes are using the road are gone, guys.
Okay, thank you very much,
Thank you very much, Carl. Good morning. Welcome to Policing with You. Okay.
We missed that call, sorry.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So I was saying that some crime tips. We want persons to make sure they observe persons who come into the establishment.
Yes.
For some reason, you may not be able to stop them, but they can make observation and give a good description to the police to assist.
Yes.
We want to make sure persons have good technology to assist us, to assist you much better. And we want persons to be willing to just give information. You can do it anonymously. There are many ways you can give anonymous information to the police.
Yes.
For persons in terms of residents, business places that are around trees, make sure they're not overgrown. You can see through them and so forth.
Prune them if necessary. Cut down the high grass.
Exactly. I'm making an appeal to Skelec and at Nevlec that when you get a call from private home owners and businesses and even us the police,
yes,
to put light in an area. It's part of our crime fighting initiative to have areas well lit. So we want Skelec and Nevlec to come on board with a lighting program. I remember when I was in C, I would like to thank the Honorable Premier. He assisted me well, and we had some areas well lit, and I believe that continuing. So,
Yes.
and we did also over here in St. Kitts. So therefore, we just have to continue. So Nevlec and Skelec come on board with this initiative where we light up dark areas
Yes.
to properly
Keep
identify persons and keep
residents safe.
persons. Yes. Also, too, we're saying in terms of crime is that we want persons to ensure they have good security features on their homes. It doesn't have to be cameras, but it could be locks. It could be how you turn your doors and other
Yes.
things. Even a dog. I understand you like the small dogs, but a big dog is better when you want to have a guard dog.
Yep.
You know, the small one will make a lot of noise, but the big one will definitely attack. And attack
Yes.
good. Right?
And you can have your lights that come on in the night as well.
Yes.
Those sensitive ones, as soon as something passes, it lights up.
Yes.
Of course, it's going to wake you up, but it's for a good reason.
And the other one that I would like to say, this comes from out of Sir Robert Peel's 9 Principles of Policing, is where we want police, we want members of the community to have good neighborhood relationships. So you could
Yes.
have neighborhood watch and business watches. How that go, GQ? You and I have a business close to each other. We look out for each other.
All right, now before you continue, oh, sorry, did you finish your point?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I have two issues that was raised a while ago.
Yes, go
one
ahead.
is from social media and one is from the phone. The one from the phone is asking what are the rules and regulations as it pertains to public transportation if you have a complaint about loud noise or any other issue. How do you deal with that as a customer on public transportation?
Okay. If you're traveling on a public
Bus.
transport and the bus driver has the music turned up, as a matter of fact, it should not happen. You ask the driver to turn the music down. If he fails to turn the music down, you can do a couple of things. You can report him, or you can. You see, my problem with pay as you enter, right? When they do not give you a good drive, they don't get your money.
They don't got your money.
But you could take your money back and say, look, I'm not satisfied with my ride, I want my money back. And if they refuse to pick you up when they're picking a passenger, that's an offense.
That's an
again.
offense.
You can report them. Because the last is failing to pick up a passenger or intended passenger. So therefore, we want motorists to understand their rights. You should not be abused, whether they swear at you, or they insult you, or they cuss you, or they bombard you with the loud music, or even smoking on the vehicle. You can report them for that. And like I said, you can get off the bus without paying.
The other issue that was raised, and this time it's coming from social media, is a concern as how police conduct themselves in dealing with reports. This person is indicating that parents call the police to get help to put out adults, disrespectful child, and that they can't do anything when they call the police. They don't get any assistance from the police. That's a concern that this person is raising. So while you're saying, yes, call the police, they're saying when they do call the police to deal with the adult disrespectful child, the officer, whoever they're speaking to, is telling them they can't help them.
They can't.
They can't do anything.
Okay, that would be something the police officer overlooked. Someone called for assistance and they have an adult child in the house. Depending on the hour, you will.
First thing, you
let the
can't put
person
them
go
out in the night.
in the night.
Anytime past 6 p.m., you cannot put them out of the house.
And
But you can do that from 6 a.m. in the morning.
yes,
So, if you want that adult child out of your house, you call the police. They are supposed to see to it that the adult child take up the clothes and what's that, the belongings, and they leave. Provided that that child is not a contributor of the house.
Right.
Meaning they pay bills, they buy food, and those kind
mortgage.
of stuff.
'Cause
Right.
Those sometimes will be the
Those are the ticklish parts.
some avenues. So therefore,
Right.
what the police will normally say, it's best to seek legal advice in the matter.
In that area.
Yeah.
But once the child is not contributing to the upkeep of the house, ain't paying the bills, don't clean the house, don't buy food, I could put you out. It's my house. You ain't contributing.
Right. And one of the things they told that we do discover that sometimes when the parent, because there's some parent adamant, you have to leave, and you will hear, I'm going to burn down your house. And remember we were speaking about that earlier, right?
Yeah, the abuse thing.
And they start to say other things, threaten them, and then some parents, because they might know the
temperament
right,
of the
they
child.
start to say, okay, officer, I'm going to deal with it. But for that person, we are saying to you, the police can do something, but remember, the police will not physically remove anyone or anything from the house unless they're now physically abusing the person.
Right.
Well, maybe this is a case you guys should look into, because the person is now indicating that more than one occasion that has happened, and the individual is not contributing. It's not a contributing child or an adult.
Okay, well, the person can give me a shout. Maybe offline I can give a number.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, as a matter of fact, you can forward it to me, and then I'll forward it to the person, because it's on social media.
Okay, cool.
Yes, we'll do that.
But before you continue, one more question as it relates to putting up, but this time it has to do with rent.
Yes.
What are the rules and regulations as it relates to dealing with someone who is not paying rent and they are in your home?
Okay, well, you have to give the person time to
When
leave.
you said not paying rent, you mean they are renting the property?
Yeah, but they haven't paid for a couple of months.
Right. You have to give them, if you want the person out, you'll have to give them an eviction notice. If that is not adhered to, usually you get a lawyer involved, and sometimes the matter go before the court. It usually take a while for these matters. So sometimes the eviction notice might help. If all of the amenities are in your name, sometimes what some people do is to take off the electricity or the water or something, but then you open yourself to some sort of legal litigation where person might have stuff that gets spoiled in the fridge and all that. So you would want to at least come to the table and maybe get a mediator involved to see how best it can be worked out for both parties.
Thank you so much for that, and I'm sure the individuals are thankful as well. Just keeping the time checking, you guys. We have cultural heritage coming up at 10 o'clock, so you have about 5 minutes.
Yes, thank you. Yes, the rest of the tips that we were given, we talk about cutting down high hedges and pruning trees and the grass and thing. If you live next to an empty lot, you try to clear as much of it from your house as possible, so that you can have a clean walkway and you can see things moving back and forth, right, rather than have it close up under your fence and you can't even see, right, over in the empty lot.
And if you can afford, get security. And security can be man, it can be dog, it can be
cameras.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? And also it can be security doors, security locks, security windows.
Yes.
And as I mentioned earlier, business watch,
neighborhood watch.
And these are things that can go. And then what we can do as the police, we use our stats, and we go into areas that are deemed to be vulnerable based on our stats.
Yes.
And then we don't just focus on those areas, but we focus on the entire area, so we do more patrols. Can
Right.
we do more? Yes, we can do more, and we are intending to do more, and we will do
Yes.
more. We're trying to do a lot more in Bastia. We want to police the capital with a difference, and so therefore we try to get more out there, enforce the laws more vigorous in the capital, because we're saying the capital should be an area where you should be afraid to come and commit
crime.
breaches.
That's it.
So we're enhancing that GQ and the rest of our listening audience. And also we're looking forward to get some insights from you. How can we make it better? And remember what we said earlier, based on Sir Robert Peel, which goes back into the 1800s,
Yes.
is that the community, the police is the community, and the community is the police. The only difference is the police are being paid. So we have to look out for each other. We have to look out for our community.
We do have to look out for each other.
So once we're wrapping up, that's what I would like to say to our community. We must support each other.
Yes.
We are the ones that are being paid. Yes, some of us go away, study, some of us learn over experience, but guess what? You, the members of the public, you also have good knowledge and good ideas.
Right.
So we are always seeking your
assistance.
inputs.
Right.
But just make yourselves not easy to become a victim of crime. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time when Inspector Edwards and GQ.
I just want to add just one small thing. I realize that District B has been doing a robust patrol campaign at nights and stuff, because there has been some slate of robberies. This is in an effort to make sure that the business community is safe and residents are safe as well to patronize the businesses. kudos to District B, that's where I am. And I just want to say congratulations and continue to do the good work that you're doing. Well, that's it for us here on Policing with You. We want you to stay safe, remember the traffic rules, remember the regulations, don't be caught with your pants down. Please abide and assist us to do our work better. Thank you.
Time is time.